Okay. Welcome.
Very good.
Today I am going over every single OSHA violation in Thomas. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, I have made this.
Right here.
That's already ready. Now, what is an OSHA violation? Basically, it is the OSHA has set up rules and regulations to keep workers safe. Am I qualified to talk about this? Not really. I'm not an OSHA worker. But I have seen some of it. Like, you have to work at a job. Who here works at a job and knows what OSHA is? Good. Okay. What is Sodor? Sodor is the fictional island on Thomas and Friends that the Northwestern Railway runs across. It is situated between the Isle of Man and England. Yes, Thomas is British. And yeah, the Northwestern Railway runs all across the island, with other railways going deeper into the hills, like the Starlowy. Now then, we need to remember something. Say this with me.
We don't care about the passengers.
We do not care. Okay, so this is basically the season 1 overview. You can read all these, but that's something a nerd would do. Only a nerd would count every single violation in Thomas and Friends. So for a start, we've got the lack of handrails. None of the tank engines have handrails. None of the tar wagons have handrails. That is an issue because you got little Johnny, who was working on Thomas, when suddenly he started moving. He fell. And little Johnny fell and broke his tailbone. Okay, second. You need hard hats. Why is this so hard? Listen, all the workers get are the hat and the suit. That is all that they get. That is it. And third, there is the improper storage of coal. Now, this is an actual set from the show, and there are also just giant piles of coal everywhere. Like, there is a giant pile of coal right next to the office. Have you heard of black lung,
Yes.
Mr. Hat? Mr. Hat, have you heard of black lung? And then there are wheel covers. This kind of technicality, but still, you need covers. Because, like, imagine, James is just like, then Gordon starts moving. And then there is the flying kipper. Northwestern Railway's number 3 right here was going down the line, but some switches were iced up, and a signal had been weighed down by the snow, displaying a green aspect when it should have been red. Henry collided into the back of a goods train with 3 crew in the brake van. Yeah. And also, I am counting the engines as employees, by the way. So 4 people were injured, and Henry had to seriously go to crew to get rebuilt. Yeah, it wasn't good. Which is actually, crew is sort of like going to ER. So you've got multiple people in the ER. Let's give it a hand to the fat controller. Quiz time. All right. Who would like to answer this question? You.
D.
That is correct. That's correct. All right. Okay, now we've got another interval. Now let's go into Percy's Plunge in season 2. Alrighty. So Percy tries to get the trucks, he convinces the trucks to get him to pass a danger notice. For a start, the trucks push him into the water. Any further and blub, 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 goodbye Percy. And then, there's also the fact that the trucks push Percy's crew off of the footplate. The driver most absolutely broke his tailbone. Next, there is Edward's exploit. For a start, the firemen, Edward Sanders failed, which basically they dispense sand onto the track to help with traction. They failed. The fireman is now riding on the front of Edward, where there are no handrails or fences. So one slip up and woohoo! And then there is this. Edward's side rod breaks and mangles the side. And as you can see, it also damages the cab, which the driver is in, so pretty bad all around. That damaged the firebox, the engine could have blown up. So, well, yeah, not good. Then there's Percy's predicament, where Percy once again runs away and smashes into a brake van and a truck, killing both. I assume the brake van might be alive. The truck was probably alive. There probably wasn't anyone in the brake van, but still, that would have been a violation if someone was. Then there is Duck's Close Shave, which is from the episode Close Shave or Close Shave for Duck. And Duck gets chased down by the trucks, which break away, and then the trucks catch up to him, bump him from behind, which I'm assuming would probably be assault, and then the trucks and Duck roll into the yard, nearly smashing into a passenger train, and finally they come to a stop, smashing into a barber shop, where the barber does that, and somehow that makes things right. I don't know. And finally, yeah, there is the fact that on the Christmas special, Sir Tom Pat puts Christmas hats on the funnels of all the engines. What could go wrong with putting something made out of a flammable cotton on something that spews sparks? What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, I don't know. The shed catching ablaze. Now then, another quiz time. Who wants to go? How about you, young man?
B.
Unfortunately that is incorrect. It's C, 311. But
How are they in business?
I'm going to take away Sir Tom Pat's business license. Now then, season 3. We've got Donald's Duck. Duck's crew decided to play a prank on Donald, who basically he said quack quack to Duck and said that he sounds like he's gonna lay an egg. And so Duck's crew put a wild duck that they just grabbed off the street into Donald's tender, specifically the part that holds water, that is airtight. That duck could have died and become a biohazard, but thankfully it didn't, and instead, the crew opened it up to find a duck in Donald's tank. Now imagine if it had been rabid. Donald's crew could have gotten seriously injured by this harmless prank. So, that's number 1. And then there's Percy's dragon, which basically the episode Percy gets stuck in siding after teasing Thomas about how he pretended to be a ghost. Then Thomas is told to deliver a paper dragon, a Chinese paper dragon for a parade. What could be wrong about putting something made out of paper in front of something that spews sparks and smoke and fire? Yeah, Thomas and his crew could have easily been engulfed in flames. And Percy would have had a totally new horror. And then, there is the episode Buzz Buzz, where James calls Boko a buzzbox diesel, and then a hive collapses in the station building, so crew could have easily been injured, workers could have been injured, and then they cling to James's boiler, and James actually just gets stung. Yeah. Then there is tenders for Henry, wherein Henry gets jealous of the Flying Scotsman for having 2 tenders, and then Duck says he has 6 lovely tenders for him. They're actually tenders filled with sludge. That is a biohazard. Then there is the clay pit collapse, which, yeah, basically the clay pit collapses, and someone nearly actually dies, and a bunch of the buildings and everything is destroyed to the point where they have to close shop. So, you should have secured that, sir. Now, quiz time.
Me.
Sure. How many?
I'm gonna go with A. 335.
That is unfortunately incorrect.
Can I try? Can I guess?
Spencer.
Isaac thinks he knows.
I think I know.
Something is funky with this one.
No.
I don't know why, but I'm just gonna give you that one because it doesn't appear the correct answers up.
No, I'm saying.
Alright, we'll take it.
Yo.
We'll take it. And then there's season 4. This is basically it. There weren't many. First off, there was Peter Sam's incident at the slate quarry. Basically, there is a winch at the Skarloey Railway slate quarry, which I assume is a subsidiary of the Northwestern at this point. And basically the way it works is you have loaded trucks at the bottom, empty trucks at the bottom, load trucks at the top. Then the loaded trucks pull the empty ones up, and a winch helps with that. The winch breaks. The loaded trucks run away downhill, followed by the empties, and smash directly into Peter Sam's face. Not to mention the fact that one of them does a backflip and destroys the water, whatever this is, that is carrying water. So add the fact that the vines are probably now flooding as well to that. And then there's Henry's elephant. The workmen think that a landslide has blocked up Henry's tunnel. Nope, it's an elephant. They tried to get workers to mine an elephant.
Mine him?
Oh my.
And do you not see the issue with trying to put shovels to that thing? It is so powerful that it's actually able to push Henry out of the tunnel when they try to push through. Next, there's just the general lack of maintenance on the Skarloey. It is so bad that this engine, Sir Handel, actually managed to fall in between the rails. Granted, he probably did it on purpose, but still, like the rails just gave way underneath him. That shouldn't happen. Imagine if like Sir Handel was coming through with an express, the rails give way, and he tumbles off the side of the cliff. And then there is again, lack of protective clothing. I really ran out of stuff with this one. There wasn't actually many violations. They were mostly just repeats. But now quiz time.
Isaac's got it.
Isaac does got it. No way.
Oh, I think I got confused. We'll skip 3.
You got about 2 minutes left. Just one.
Oh, all right. Let's stick quick. You. What do you think it is?
D.
Ooh. It's B. Sorry, no,
On
it's C.
God, I was gonna say B. Ah.
But anyway.
Nah, you got that one. You got that one.
Okay. There's just actual ghosts on Sodor.
Okay.
And I don't think we're gonna. No one has questioned it yet. No one is questioning the fact that there are just actual ghosts. Like Duncan sees a ghost. The mechanics at Henry's in Haunted Henry just suddenly start working for no reason. Ghosts. Then there's Put Upon Percy, where trucks run away into a mine and they cause an avalanche, which buries Percy. He didn't die, thankfully, because he hid under a canvas barrier, but still. Also, the mountain is just entirely made of coal. It appears. There's also Percy's Fruitful Day, where Percy smashes into a truck full of fruit. Oh wait. There is the boulder.
Wow.
Which is a supernatural boulder that can make things spontaneously combust. Very, very safe to have above your inhabited quarry. Then there's Haunted Henry, where Henry accidentally pushes some trucks off of a cliff and they hit a landslide. And final quiz. What do you think the grand total is? What do you think it is, sir?
It's A.
Whoa, bro.
No,
What?
your bubble.
Okay,
What?
hold
What'd
on,
I do?
What do you think it is?
It's gotta be C, right?
What do you think?
B.
What do you think it is?
Tell me, D.
It's D.
Ah,
Alright, very good.
I'm
Got a
heartbroken.
minute to wrap it up, buddy.
That is it, and yeah. This was 10 hours of my life. Amazing audience. I am going to retire at an early age and die. This was a nightmare.
You did a nice job.
What's
Thank
the
you,
difference?
Spencer.